Good morning, Smack. Hiking in my rain gear today. It's not really raining super hard, but it's probably gonna be raining all day. Not too bad. It's in the 40s, but with hiking, I stay pretty warm. So I'll talk to you a little later. This is what the trail looks like sometimes, which is pretty common on the AT, especially from what I saw last year. They had so much rain. The trail gets a little wet. It's a low point for water to gather. A little short side trail. Looks like normally it's a great view spot, but not today. Look at that beautiful little spring coming right out of the mountain. And that's what's making my trail a little wet. All I can say is to my fellow Marines and SEALs and probably a lot of other military, wetsu! My trail today. Get some! A lot of steps going up Albert Mountain. Steps won't go all the way. It's a pretty steep one, but fortunately it's not too long. And I should be hitting the 100-mile mark any moment. I'll get a picture of that. Not up yet. Real soon. There's the watchtower. That's the 100-mile mark. Wrong road to hoe. Which is really wrong road to hoe. I guess that's the view on a clear day. Oh well, not today. Here's the tower I am at, which is the 100-mile mark. Right there, 100 miles. This is my home for tonight, Long Branch Shelter. Feel like any moment Kitty and Marshall Dillon could walk in, and Doc. There's the privy back there, nice and close. I have to go back up the trail to get more water, but it looks like a nice, it's a real nice shelter. It's only built 12 years ago by the I believe North Carolina Appalachian Trail Club or Appalachian Trail Conservancy, I forget which, but it's huge. One reason it's huge is you have very little headroom. I think it's made for somebody about 4'6". but it's very nice. There's an upper and lower deck. You can see the stairs there lead to the upper deck. I think I'm gonna stay in the lower deck, but it looks pretty good. Good to go. It was a rainy day. I forget exactly how many miles. I think it was 8.5 or something like that. I had to, first 2 days of the 40-mile wilderness, I did 12 each or more each day, and the hostel I'm staying at in Franklin, North Carolina, only has like 4 beds, and so I had to give them a confirmation a lot earlier than I wanted to, because I wanted to see how I did. But I could have gotten there a day earlier, but this is fine. So I'm just slowing down. Today I did 8 point something, and tomorrow I'm only doing 3 something. And then the next morning I'll have what they call they'll both be Neros. Anything less than a 5 is about a Nero. So I'll go to another shelter tomorrow for about 3.5, and then the next morning I go to a gap where they pick up people, and that'll be another 3 or something miles, because I wanted to get into town early so I can work on my videos, editing and uploading and all that good stuff, and figure out what I need, so when they take us to town, I'll know what to get. Good night, Smack. There's the mini pump called Flextail that we pump our mattresses up with. It works in about a little over a minute, not much. It saves a lot of time doing it the old way. You don't want to blow it up by air, by your lungs, because the moisture, too much moisture would get in there, and that would cause mold. And also, you don't want to blow it up by your lungs, because since it's sort of cold out here, you'll be putting warm air in there, and at night that warm air contracts and shrinks, and then you end up almost being on the ground, which would make you pretty cold. There it is, nice and pumped up. The quilt has a couple straps that go around this mattress to help hold it to the mattress so you don't keep losing it during the night. And that holds it down real well. And my quilt zips up at the bottom, so you sort of like a sleeping bag, so you can keep your feet warmer if it's cold out. There's the zipper. So that's where the feet go. And then this strap will just go underneath the air mattress and connect to another strap on the other side, and that just holds the quilt down. The reason you don't need sleeping bags is the sleeping bag goes all around you, but the part that's under your back or your side, or however you sleep, isn't really helping you as far as insulation goes, because it's being weighted down so much by your body. It's super thin. It really doesn't do you any good, and it's extra weight to carry. Whereas the quilt goes all around you, and then the mattress is underneath, and the mattress, depending on which one you buy, has a pretty good, I forget what they call it, but it tells you how warm it'll be. This one, I can't remember what it is, like 5 out of a scale of, I don't know, 0 to 10. But it stays very warm as long as it's pumped up. If you put cold air or hot air in it during the day and at night it contracts, then it'll compress down and you'll be lying almost on the ground, so it'll end up being colder. So that's how a quilt works. The quilt and the mattress keep you warm. So you don't need anything underneath you, between you and the mattress, because the mattress is also a source of heat. Well, I have one visitor. This place probably holds 20 people, but it's possible I may be by myself tonight. That would be neat. When it's like last night, we were in there in a real small shelter. It looked like a can of sardines. We were really crowded in there, and it makes it hard to do anything because you need to get everything out of your pack, and you don't have room for that when you're in there like sardines. So it might be a little easier tonight. Got a couple of birdie friends. Well, the first thing I do when I get to the end of the day, my shelter, I put dry my feet and put clean socks on and my Crocs, my tie-dye Crocs. And then I zip the lower leg on. Can't do it with one hand, but this zips on, and this one zips on this leg. Good. How you doing?
I'm good.
We got an empty house so far.
Lots of room.
So I put ramen in my freeze bag, and then I put it all in this insulated bag, and then I added olive oil and some tuna and some rice, and that's about it. So I'll dump hot water in there. I'm heating that up right now, and before it boils too much, I'll dump it back in the Ziploc bag and then close up the bag that it's in, and let it sit for a little while, and then eat it up. And that's dinner, plus anything else I want to scrounge in my food bag, like beef jerky or whatever, chocolate.